As a exhibition now later on down the line.
Oh, why not? Why not? If he's willing to have a rematch with me, then
An exhibition.
I'm okay with that.
An exhibition.
Taking a loss. That's what he brags about, you know. Such and such people have tried. So many of them have tried. All of them has failed.
Right, and being specific for what we do. So, and that's what we do. With our odds, we just cater towards that fighter.
Manny Pacquiao has responded to Floyd Mayweather's recent call for a rematch, expressing openness to an exhibition bout, but only if it includes an official decision. Pacquiao made it clear he's
willing to have a rematch with me, then
An exhibition.
I'm okay with that.
An exhibition. How does it go now this time around? Obviously, it's been quite a few years since you guys got in the ring.
It's okay. An exhibition with a decision.
With a decision, not just exhibition.
Yeah.
So for how long do you
Exhibition with a decision.
At 46, Manny Pacquiao's return to boxing has prompted bold declarations from his team. His coach now claims Pacquiao has surpassed Mayweather's legacy. While George Foreman famously won a heavyweight title in his 40s, he didn't accomplish what Pacquiao has, conquering 8 different weight divisions. His coach emphasizes that Pacquiao's comeback is not about money or fame, but about chasing a genuine world title.
Being smart and being specific for what we do. So, and that's what we do. With our odds, we just cater towards that fighter. That's mainly with Manny, someone like Pacquiao, say he doesn't overtrain.
When you're talking about overtraining, like, do you mean
Like doing too much? Like
no, I mean that. What I was gonna say was like take a day off. Like,
no,
not
well,
go
he'll
as
take
long.
day off to listen to his body. So one day, day you wake up, it'll be a few days coming up where you just wake up, I'm just fucking sore. I'm just tired. It's time to listen to your body. Take a day off, and you'll recover, and you'll be better. If you push through it, you'll overtrain. Take you one training session to overtrain, then you're fucked. It'll mess you up for a couple of weeks.
Floyd Mayweather's brand has long been built on his flawless 50-0 record, a symbol of pride and status. Many believe this obsession with preserving his undefeated streak is why he avoids a rematch with Pacquiao. The risk of a loss, especially, now that Manny appears sharper than expected, could tarnish his perfect legacy. His hesitation to return to the ring speaks volumes about what he values most.
A lot of people want to know, well, Manny Pacquiao going to fight Floyd after that. Floyd is not going to fight Manny Pacquiao, especially if Manny Pacquiao look like he can do something. If Manny Pacquiao look like he got them hands, he still got it. Floyd is not going to risk taking a loss. That's what he brags about, Such and such people have tried. So many of them have tried. All of them has failed. Floyd care about that O more than anything, Well, the money and the O, they go together for him.
Mayweather has previously accused Pacquiao of using his name to stay relevant. He refused a rematch when Manny first requested it, suggesting that the constant mention of a second fight was merely a ploy for attention. In Floyd's view, the original bout settled the matter, and continued calls for a rematch are just a strategy to regain the spotlight. At 46, Manny Pacquiao's return to boxing has prompted bold declarations from his
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have. Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million.
Who did?
I mean, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus because we don't do that. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao when he got upset a few times when he said, "Oh, Floyd, you using my name, using my name." He got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy? Absolutely.
Though Mayweather emerged victorious in their first fight, he has acknowledged Pacquiao's power. He once stated that Manny wasn't in top form during their bout, which affected the result. Still, Floyd argues that if Pacquiao couldn't beat him then, there's no reason to try again. His remarks reflect a clear reluctance to jeopardize his legacy over a fight.
Pacquiao obviously got power also.
Right.
I've been in there with him.
Did you feel his power?
He's solid. He's solid.
Okay.
He's solid. Ain't nothing I ain't never felt before, but he's solid.
Right.
And he felt me too. That's why he wasn't quick to run in there.
Right.
So it's obvious we both felt we felt each other. At the end of the day, You know, it finally happened. He got cooked. Right. Now they begging for a rematch. My thing is this. If you get it done right the first time, you got to do it again.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and an experienced trainer, remains firm in his stance against a rematch. He believes the first fight was fair and dismisses Pacquiao's post-fight claims about a shoulder injury. Jeff argues that Manny showed no visible signs of pain and suggests the surgery was a convenient excuse for the loss.
All right, well, even if you think he did win the fight, Manny was obviously severely injured. He had a hurt shoulder in that fight. So do you think Floyd would want the rematch knowing that he had a very close victory over a guy that was fighting basically one-armed?
You know, basically, a guy with one arm was throwing punches for 12 rounds, throwing very hard punches for 12 rounds. If you got a torn rotator cuff, you ain't going to throw no punches at all. So that's bullshit.
So do you question Manny on that one?
I question Manny on that one. I mean, the thing is this, the reality is this, is that then after the fight, you never went and got surgery to get it repaired. You basically said that, oh, God healed you. Can't say that. I ain't going against what you're saying about that, but what I'm saying is this, is that if you had something torn, it has to be fixed.
Despite Mayweather's control in their previous encounter, many fans and analysts commend Pacquiao for his energy and competitiveness during the fight. Some believe that, given Floyd's current absence from serious competition, a rematch could tilt in Manny's favor. The mystique surrounding Mayweather may no longer be enough to stop the growing belief that Pacquiao, even in his 40s, has a real shot.
Champ, how was it?
It was amazing, man. Really good, bro. Shout out to the machete hooking it up.
Bro, I gotta ask you. So you're the expert.
Para este?
You're the expert. You're the champ. I gotta ask you, Floyd and Mayweather and Manny, right now, who you think will win?
I don't know. That'll be a really good fight. I think Manny, because he's been more active. You know, he's been more active. But Mayweather's Mayweather. You know, he's always good. He stays in shape. Takes care of himself, but he'll get an awesome fight.
You have to go with Manny though, right?
Yep.
You have to go with Manny. He's been
of course.
And Floyd's last 2 fights weren't really pro fighters, you know what I'm saying? There was kickboxing
in China
and Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely put your money on Manny.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. So the Mexican Rocky, huh?
Mexican Rocky. Trying to get that movie.
There it is.
Wasn't Rocky Mexican?
Which one?
Rocky was Mexican, wasn't he?
Oh, Italian. You talking about Sly?
Oh man! All this time I've been watching that. Oh, I thought he was Mexican, man.
Hey, Daddy's choking too hard with you.
Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's longtime trainer, has expressed amazement at the intensity of Manny's current training. According to Roach, his workouts now match the vigor of his routines from his 20s. He contrasts this with Mayweather's apparent lack of interest in returning to serious competition and emphasizes that even in their first fight, Pacquiao
a rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Can you see it happening fairly quickly?
I'm not sure because, you know, Floyd walked out of the arena before the announcement of
on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess he didn't want to get called out by Manny. And he is 42 now, and he's older than Manny, and Manny's performance was unbelievable, and I think that's why he kind of snuck out of there a little bit early. But I mean, this is why we're really in the game right now, because we want that rematch. I want that rematch, you know, because Manny had an injury last time, but you know, after the 4th round, he said, "Freddie, I can't throw it anymore," and I said, "Just do the best you can." And I know we can do so much better in the rematch, and I know we can win that fight. And it's like what me and Manny both want badly, and we would love to get that.
Go back to the first fight. It was about 3 weeks before the bout, and you were in a sparring session. Manny tore his rotator cuff.
Yes.
Correct?
Former opponent Keith Thurman has openly discussed the surprising power Pacquiao demonstrated during their fight. He admitted that Manny's punches at age 40 were unexpectedly sharp and relentless, not resembling those of an aging fighter. Thurman's experience highlights the exceptional conditioning and fighting spirit.
Felt like a big brick. Pacquiao felt like a little brick. Okay? Now, the weird part is Pacquiao's hands just felt heavy. After the fight, I constantly was thinking, why did his fist feel like a rock? You know? It was like awkward, right? I was like, why did his fist feel so hard in the fight? You know? I was like, it was a little awkward. You know, I don't really care about that stuff that much. I mean, I could handle it. It wasn't devastating. It didn't really feel like plaster, but it felt like something. It felt like a rock. So I thought, like, does he do certain training? Does he do certain, you know, does he build up calluses? Does he have more dense bone density in his hands?
Recent training footage of Pacquiao at 46 reveals that he still moves with the speed and precision that defined his prime. His footwork remains quick, his punches sharp, and his focus intense. Despite his age, Pacquiao retains the attributes that made him a champion across 8 divisions, leaving fans and analysts The debate over who holds the greater legacy remains unresolved. Pacquiao with his groundbreaking success across multiple weight classes, or Mayweather with his flawless record. While Floyd often stays in the news through self-promotion and flashy appearances, Pacquiao lets his record speak for itself. His willingness to take risks in different divisions contrasts with Mayweather's more Current fighter George Kambosos Jr. recently praised Pacquiao's return, calling him a living legend and saying the sport needs figures like him. He expressed excitement over the upcoming exhibition match with Mario Barrios, noting that Pacquiao's comeback isn't just about nostalgia. It could Mayweather has shared his perspective on Pacquiao's return, suggesting it's financially motivated. He stated that if he were in Manny's position, he might make the same choice. From Floyd's point of view, Pacquiao is seeking one last major payday, making the push for a rematch Reflecting on their original fight, Pacquiao has said he believed he did enough to win, though he harbors no bitterness toward Mayweather. He hints that external factors may have influenced the result and maintains that he wasn't physically at his best that night. A detail The anticipation for a rematch between these two legends remains strong. Fans worldwide still debate their first bout and speculate on what could have happened had both fighters met in their prime. Many feel Mayweather has shared his perspective on Pacquiao's return. Pacquiao's current training is not for show. It's intense and serious. He's fully engaged in strength and conditioning, sparring regularly, and focusing on endurance. This return isn't a farewell tour. It's a strategic comeback. His determination is evident, and the power in his punches proves he's not returning for admiration.